Music was always a part of my world. My parents both played music. My dad was in rock bands all through high school and college, and then my mom came from a little bit more of the highbrow side of things. She got a degree in music, but they both, whether it was Bach or the Beatles, they both had a deep appreciation for music, and I feel like that was a huge part of growing up. Piano was always there, the guitar was always there, always being played. So the pots and pans, probably the first instrument I played, and then learned the piano after that. And then it dawned on me that there were no piano players in Led Zeppelin. So I decided I needed to get an electric guitar. I think being in a band was kind of a natural progression. Having a brother that also played music, you're always, banging on something with somebody, like brothers, there's a lot of friction in brotherhood, but it's also a beautiful thing when you're actually playing the same song. And my brother and I were in a Led Zeppelin cover band in junior high, and I feel like that kind of laid the groundwork for what we do today. From junior high on, we were in bands together and, always playing music together. It was only a few years later that the band we were in the drummer went his own way, and I'd known Chad for a long time, and I figured, man, this would be amazing if we could play music with Chad. And that was, my brother was still in high school at the time, and I had just gone away to college. I think for us, we've always tried to write honest songs that are, the songs we want to play. I think that's going to change through time, but the intentionality remains the same. It's still guitar-driven. It's still, melodies that we want to sing. I think the melody is key for me, and then the lyric, telling a good story, telling the truth. That it feels like those two elements have been a part of our journey, no matter where the style has taken us. When I'm on the road, I have a very different mentality than I do in the studio. In the studio, I'm looking for colors that are nuanced. I'm looking for things that are broken in a good way. Those once-in-a-lifetime little idiosyncratic elements that you hear in a mix that really stand up, that sound different than anything else. These can be really honed in the studio, whereas live, day after day, you're looking for something that you can rely on. My attitude for live is to get close approximation of what was done in the studio, but mostly something that's just reliable, that every time I plug it in, it's going to sound exactly the same as the night before. For example, in the studio, the last couple records, I don't know that we've had any guitar pedals plugged in between the guitar and the amp, because what you're looking for is simplicity. You're looking for the amp to do all the work, and the guitar and your playing actually to come through. If I were to sum up, tone in a sentence, it would just be elegance. The idea that you find the purest way of saying what you're trying to say. I mean, that can be really distorted or it can be clean, but ideally the amp is carrying the work. I always say that what I want out of a guitar is I want a guitar to sound like a motorcycle. And so night after night, that's what I want. That's what I want behind me. So that's what I'm playing with every night. I think the thing that I was excited about was the idea that there's this amp company that's more than just about great tone, but about serving the world as a whole, looking at more than just amplifying electrical current from an electric guitar through speakers, but saying, oh yeah, we're a part of a broader context of the human race, and how can we serve, how can we find ways to give back, and then to plug it in and feel like, wow, this is the AC30 or AC15 that I've been looking for. Those two elements, that was the reason why I chose MX-11.